Dear colleagues, it's a pleasure to address members of the NDC Partnership and to welcome one of the outcomes of our collaboration, the Partnership in Action report. It is encouraging to read examples of how countries are adopting successful policies and measures in their NDCs towards the implementation of the Paris Agreement. Never has this work been more important than now. The last 6 months have been a nightmare for many throughout the world. COVID-19 has altered lives, economies, and the nature of business in every country on every continent. September was the warmest month since global record-keeping began in 1880, and 2020 may be our hottest year. In a year when hope is hard to find, we must not give in to despair. We are entirely capable of getting through our challenges, but we must be willing to work cooperatively to do it. While we may still have significant work ahead of us, we couldn't have achieved what we have done without strong cooperative efforts as this.
The World Resources Institute has had the privilege of being associated with the NDC Partnership from the very beginning. We were involved in helping co-create the partnership. We serve on the steering committee, and we are also one of its implementing agencies. The NDC Partnership has a critical role in the next couple of years to help make sure we get back on track with the goals of the Paris Agreement. So a few areas for the NDC Partnership to invest in deeply include, first, how to ensure that recovery programs, that stimulus programs, indeed help advance low carbon, more resilient pathways. Absolutely essential that we use this once in a generation moment to both tackle the very urgent, immediate needs people are facing today, but to do so in ways that also align with, reinforce the low carbon resilient future we need to see for tomorrow. So that ability to track and monitor progress, critical role, NDCP is credible, independent, trusted, able to do this very effectively.
FAO's main areas of collaboration with the NDC Partnership include, first, our collaboration on the implementation of the NDCs through the development of NDCs roadmaps, cost-benefit analyses, and stakeholder engagement activities. FAO is very pleased to be able to act as a facilitator in a number of countries for the implementation of their NDCs. And second, FAO supports countries to strengthen their ability to measure and report emissions and to monitor and evaluate adaptation actions in the agricultural sector.
UNDP Climate Promise promoted a whole of society approach in this round of NDC. In Mali, for instance, we supported regional consultation in 5 regions and also in the district of Bamako that enable the Ministry of Environment to identify additional need from subnational government, needs that were overlooked in their request for support.
As chairman of LEDS GP and LEDS LAC Steering Committee, I'm here to say we fully support NDC Partnership on New Development Reality. On that sense, we have taken action on 3 different steps. The first one is we have launched our Experts Advisory Technical Service to development countries. The second one, we have go through reinforcing our champions, identifying more champions to serve as example and reference to others. And the third one is to enhance our peer-to-peer practices as training, webinars, and events.
I'm very pleased on behalf of the Global Water Partnership to join this initiative. We share the conviction that as the world recovers from the COVID crisis, it must do so in a manner that strengthens its response to that other immediate threat, climate change. And water is, of course, the heart, the core of adaptation to climate change. Water is almost always the first casualty of climate change, and it's the means of conveying climate impacts throughout the economy to human health and food supply, for example. With the NDC Partnership, we will strengthen the work we've been doing to help countries implement and enhance their NDCs, to improve their water governance and their water security as part of their response to climate change. Our role as a delivery partner for GCF readiness support will also help in assisting countries to build their capacity for climate action.
First of all, I just wanted to say that the World Bank is really proud to support the work of the NDC Partnership through our own NDC support facility, and through the facility we're working in over 50 countries, providing our clients the analytics, the advisory service and capacity building they need to achieve their NDCs. Having said that, obviously the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted lives, livelihoods and economies in many ways, and as all of you know, it has also really slowed down the NDC revision process that was slated for 2020. At the same time, however, as we all know, climate change has not stopped and there really is no vaccine coming to slow down its impact. So it is really vital that the next round of NDCs are much more ambitious in terms of putting the world on track to meet the temperature goals of the Paris Agreement. So finally, just to say that the coming months will continue to be critical in shaping both how the world responds to COVID and to the climate challenge. And we're really looking forward to working with you to deliver on a greener, safer, and more resilient recovery.